Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the live stream today. This is just a random, spontaneous thing that I just thought I'd do because there's a lot to talk about here. It's been kind of, when you're dealing with companies, you kind of get fed up and you just want to, you just need to talk about it. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. So welcome everyone to the live stream here. As you can tell by the title, Teespring. So how many of you know about Teespring? Who knows about Teespring? Who knows what it is? I'm going to share my story about them and the bad experience and just the nightmare it was dealing with them for the past 3 months trying to start my merchandise store. So if you're just joining in, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hello Jane, hello Jules. As I'll be talking about this, I will actually be drinking out of a Teespring mug here from my friend Simiana. Just to talk about it. So this is mushroom hot cocoa that I'm drinking here. This is one of her album artworks for one of her albums, and then this one, I actually designed this album artwork. If you've not seen this, the Quagar's Evolver, I helped with that album. I'm actually on that album. I have a track on there that she actually used one of my videos and the inspirational words that I was saying to put my words into the song. And then I also mastered the album and I gave feedback for the album. So this is her merchandise from Teespring, but I can't say go and buy her stuff. I mean, ultimately that's up to you, but I can't recommend Teespring, so I can't say go and buy her stuff. So you have to do whatever you feel is necessary, and that's what we'll be talking about today. We'll be talking about the Teespring nightmare. Yes, so nice to see you all. So I'm just going to begin here with Teespring. So who knows what Teespring is? Who is familiar with Teespring? Teespring is a merchandise website. You can create your own merchandise for, they have shirts and mugs and socks and phone cases and pillows and all that sort of stuff, okay? So it's a way for anyone, like if you had a awesome design, or if you wanted something on a shirt, you could essentially go to them, and you don't even have to make it public. You could just buy it yourself, and then just, just go there, upload your image, and then buy the shirt. You don't even have to sell it. So in that way, yeah, it's like a great thing you could do. So if you have an image, you want it on a shirt, even if it is a copyrighted image, I think you still could purchase it just for yourself. Again, but you couldn't sell a copyrighted thing, of course. You need the rights to actually sell it, but yeah. In that way, it's a cool thing. And here is how I found out about it. I had never heard of it. I've heard of other websites such as Spreadshirt, I believe was one. I forget one of the other ones though. I'm sure some of you have heard of different services for merchandise that people have used. Let me drink some of my mushroom hot cocoa. But it's very, very cold here. Mushroomy. So, yeah, there are many, many sites someone could use. But I found out about Teespring because YouTube actually partnered with them. And the whole gimmick was that you could have your merchandise show below your YouTube videos. So essentially, my merchandise could, right below the YouTube description, it'll show some of my merchandise, and I can customize what shows there and whatnot. I was like, oh, that's really cool. I'd be able to make the merchandise, and then, thousands and thousands of people who watch my videos will be able to see it and purchase it right from there. That was the theory, but that's not how it turned out at all. It was a nightmare how it turned out. So when I heard about that, I was like, okay, I got to get on the merchandise. I have to start making the merchandise. I didn't have any merchandise. Some people were suggesting, you create some merchandise here or something. And I was like, I don't know what to do. So, where's the mushroom hot cocoa from? Yes, this is Four Sigmatic brand hot cocoa, and it's mushroom hot cocoa. That's the brand, Four Sigmatic. So they have a lot of mushroom products. I recommend them. They're very good. So that was the theory, to set up the merchandise, have it show below my YouTube videos. That would have been amazing. Okay, so that's when I decided to create some ideas. And I had a lot of help from my friends, trying to figure out what sort of ideas to do and situate certain things, and I got it. I got the ideas down. I had them designed, just short inspirational type of quotes. Like one thing was like, inspire everyone. You have that on like a shirt, and it was inspirational type of thing. And then there were a bunch of other things. There were probably, I think there's 6. I think there's 6. Yeah. So, great, great theory. So, since day 1 of using Teespring, there was issues, and that should have been a big red flag for me. So, what I did, I create my account on Teespring, and I start checking out what my artwork looks like on various designs, and I noticed one that I uploaded. It was like an LGBT thing. It said courage on it, and there was like rainbows, and for some reason the rainbows weren't showing. I was like, well, why is that? Why is it not showing? So what's going on here? So I reach out to them. I send a message, and then this is prior to me being aware that because I connected a YouTube channel with over 100,000 subscribers, that I qualified for their premium support. And we'll get to that in a minute, why it's not actually a premium support at all. So I just contact them through the usual method. And this was the trend from the very beginning, that they just constantly were blaming the issue on me. That, it's like, oh, the bar's not there. Have you tried clearing your cookies and cache? Have you tried a different browser? Don't use the mobile version. Don't do this and that. Like it was my problem. Like, I've tried all those things, that it doesn't work. And then they eventually say, oh, it's because you're using this browser. It doesn't really work well on that browser. It's like, I'm not even using that browser anyway. So it was a completely different browser that I was using than what they were saying that should work, but it wasn't working. And they said Chrome is the best, and it works the best. When I was using Chrome, it was not working. I said Safari doesn't work, but I used Safari and it worked. So this is a big mismatch there. And for some reason, I don't know what the issue was going on there. I have no idea. Okay, so I'm just kind of previewing my designs and whatnot, doing this and that, and everything seems okay. And then there were a few little other issues and quirks here and there going on. So, nothing major at that point. So then, as I get close to launching my store, I noticed that they were going to offer a new design launcher that allows you to design the shirts and to upload and everything. And it also allows you to have more than 15 products under one listing. So if I have 10 different shirts, and then I have pillows and socks and leggings and all this stuff, I could normally only have a total of 15. Whereas the new version, I could have more than 15, which some designs required more than 15. So I was like, oh, great. How can I get access to that? So I requested, can I have access to that? I said, oh, sure. I got access to it. And here is where the trouble started to come into play here. Well, hello, Iraq. Thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you so much. So what I did was I was using the new launcher that they had, and it looked great. It felt great, and it was like amazing. But I couldn't save anything as a draft, and I couldn't make it private. So whenever I was ready to launch my merchandise, I had to do it the same day. I had to create everything and upload the design the same day. So I was like, okay, today's the day. I'm going to finally do it. I'm going to launch it. It's going to be great. I upload the first design. I customize all the shirts, the position of them, every other type of merchandise that I want to have for the particular design. Here I go. I'm going to hit publish. Publish. Or list. Whatever the term was. And I click on it. You know, it says, okay, processing, generating image previews. Oh, an error occurred, and it had like this code, this a URL code. It's like, okay, it's like, okay, let me try that again. Same thing. I wait like a minute. Same issue. I'm like, okay, let me try clearing the cookies and cache, and refreshing or trying a new browser and trying it all over again. I did that. Same issue. Okay, then that's when I reached out to their premium support. Premium support you have if you have over 100,000 YouTube subscribers. I believe it's 100,000, yeah. So I reached out to their premium email support to try to understand, you know, what's going on here. So their response is, have you tried clearing your cookies and cache? And I'm like, yeah, I mentioned that in the original email. I already did that. I already said that. I already did that. It doesn't work. And then the other issue was like, I discovered if I just listed one item, as opposed to like, let's say one design I was going to have on 10 different shirts and all these different designs, and I decided I'm not going to have it on just one product. I'm going to have it on all these different products. Okay, so that's usually what you want. You want a variety. So when I decided, okay, let me just try to see if one product goes through. Instead of choosing, you know, 10 different types of shirts and pillows and all that stuff, let me just try one shirt, one item. That's it. And it went through. And there was my listing, like, oh, cool. And then what they allow you to do is they allow you to add other listings onto it. So I was like, okay, so if I do this one by one, I should be able to link it all together. So I tried that, and it said something like, the requested listing already has the product on it. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. This listing has a t-shirt, you know, a short sleeve t-shirt, and I'm trying to add a long sleeve t-shirt on it. It doesn't already have it. What's the issue here? And again, I reach out and I'm stressing all these things with them, and they don't understand. They have no idea. And they're saying again, clear your cookies and cache. We'll look into this. There's something wrong with that listing. We're going to delete it and then try it again. Same thing. Really, the only way I could properly get an answer was by contacting them on Twitter. The premium support was just absolute garbage. They just didn't know, and they didn't answer the questions. When I reached out to them on Twitter, they were very responsive, and they actually gave me an explanation as to why. And I don't know exactly what the reason was for that, but they said something along the lines like it's something to do with issues with their new launcher or something, and that they will contact me when that's fixed. So I wait a week and stuff like that, and I don't remember how long it took to finally fix that issue, but I'm waiting. You know, I'm waiting for this issue to be fixed, and I try it occasionally. And then I just decided one time, okay, let me just try this again, see if it works. I try it with all the items that I want selected, one design with all the items that I want used on this design, and it went through. It worked. I'm like, oh, wonderful, great. So it finally worked. But they never reached out to me. Like they were saying when it's going to be fixed. So it could have been fixed days before that, and I could have had that ready. But the nightmare does not end there. If it sounds like it's all fixed at this point, no, it doesn't. So I say, okay, great. I was able to launch the listing. It seems to be fixed now. You know. And let me actually look at my email, because I think there's another issue too. But okay, so I end up launching those listings, and so I start going through, and I have 6 different t-shirt designs, and then I have like 2 other like nature scenes that I wanted, like on various products. So I was like, great. I'm able to do this now. I mean, you wouldn't believe how many emails here. So I'm looking at how many emails I sent. Let's see. We're talking over 30 emails back and forth. And that 30 emails counting just their responses to me, not everything that I've sent as well. So we're talking in total send and received emails, you know, tons and tons of emails here trying to get this all resolved. So after it did go through successfully and I was able to launch some of the products, I got to the wall tapestries. I wanted some wall tapestries for 2 items. I go to launch it, and it goes through, it launches, and then it says the page is not found or something, or there's an internal server error on that page. I'm like, okay, what's going on here? So I reach out to support again. You know, I can't view this listing. I'm sending the link to my friends to see if they can view the listing. They can't view the listing. They keep getting an error as well. So I reached out to them again saying, you know, what's the issue here? And they said, well, we can see the listing on our end. There's nothing wrong. I'm like, you can see the listing on your end, but no one else can see it? That's very bizarre. So I said, no one else can view it. I sent it to different friends from throughout the entire world, not just people located in the United States. I sent people throughout the world in different locations. None of them could view it. So there's something wrong with your website and that page. Okay. So I said, okay. And then again, I don't get any answer from the so-called premium support. I reach out to Twitter and I mention this, you know, and there's like a back and forth a little bit trying to get this all situated. And then it's like, okay, I don't know what the issue is here. And then just suddenly, just a few days later, I just check on that page where the wall tapestries were, and it worked. It's like, okay, you never notified me again that you fixed this issue. It just randomly starts working again. It's like, okay, finally, you know, this works. So there was everything. There was all my merchandise right there, all listed, all public, all ready to go, all ready to send out and to just finally announce that I have this merchandise. Well, it doesn't end there. There's another issue. So they allow you to do promo codes. So I was like, I'm going to offer a special promo code for the launch of my merchandise store. I'm going to do 20% off all the products on the store. So I created a promo code and I'm checking the listings, and it seems to work on some of them. And then other ones it doesn't work. And I'm like, okay, so I had a total of 8 listings, and 2 of them it worked. And those 2 were the wall tapestries. Those are the only ones that the 20% off worked. So I reach out again saying, you know, why doesn't the promo code work for these other items? And they said because the break-even point would have been in the negative for the mugs and the pillows, I believe that they said. No, it was just the mug and the sticker. Yeah, it was the mug and the sticker, I believe, that was going to be in the negative. I'm like, okay, I already did my calculations prior to doing this, and it wasn't going to be in the negative, so I'm not sure where that's coming from. You know, even if I just made like an extra $1 off the item with 20% discount, that was still profitable, but somehow they have a different calculation on their end than what I'm doing on my end, and I was calculating it correctly. I don't know what the issue was. So I was like, okay, can you change the price then of those items to the default price? Because I had lowered the price of everything that I had to be a bit more reasonable, because some of them were very high. Like, okay, so they changed, and here's the thing. When they finally changed the prices of various things there, that's when the first person I was talking like 2 or 3 different people here with the customer service via email. And like one person I think just kind of just got fed up and just gave up because I never heard from her again. She just kind of like vanished. She just like, I got an email from someone else saying you have to submit a new request, a new ticket. I'm like, okay, what about the other person I was talking with? I don't know. But I'm like, okay, so they corrected the prices of the mugs and the stickers. And the promo code was working on those items. But out of the 8 items, 4 of them did not work again. And I'm like, why is it not working? And these 4 items had a pillow. The other 4 items did not have a pillow. So I was thinking, maybe it's the pillow. So I send another email saying, okay, the promo code's working on half of my merchandise, but not the other half. What is going on here? I think it's a pillow, because there's no pillow on the other 4 that are working. And they said, well, we're not seeing anything on our end here that you would be in the negative. With the 20% discount, you'll still be profitable, so I don't know what the issue is, why it's not working. So again, I can't launch it because I wanted that promo code to be sent out to my followers, say, here you go, launch 20% off everything. 20% off everything would only be half the items if I had continued. I'm like, okay, can we try to fix this here? I don't know what the issue is. So this was back, I wonder what time I can see it here. So, it was just a nightmare. So I pretty much started having, promo code issues at the end of August. So we're talking 2 months ago that the promo code issue was coming into play. And to this day, when I officially discontinued my listings, they still weren't fixed. Because they said on their end, the promo code, it should be working, but for some reason it's not working. I reached out to them on Twitter saying we're looking into this, we're working on it. Nothing. There was no resolution to this promo code issue. It just, for half the listings, it would not work. For some reason, I created a 15% promo code. That didn't work either. I created a 14%. 14% worked. So for some reason, their calculations are very screwy with what is profitable and what isn't. So they're saying that whatever item I have on there, 14% and below discount would be profitable for me. Whereas I've calculated for all the items that 20% would have been profitable. Now going up to 25%, that would not have been profitable. It would have been like, I think it's like 23% or below for my calculations. So I don't know how they calculated it. It was something very screwy, and I keep reaching out like every week. Is there any update on this? Have you fixed anything? We're talking 2 months of trying to fix just the promo code issue. Everything else got resolved in the first month and a half. So, I'm just very frustrated with them, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just not going to deal with this anymore. I'm just going to move to a different service, because obviously, you just keep blaming the issue on me, saying that I had to clear my cookies and cache to fix this issue, and then on your end, you see everything is fine, whereas it should be working fine, but it's not working fine, and just all this other issues here. So that was the whole nightmare. And even to this day, when I tried it right before I discontinued, right before I stopped all of my listings that I had, it was still an issue. So I just sent my final email to the person I was talking with saying, I've moved over to another service. I'm not using your service anymore. And I was like, okay, I just gotta talk about it here and gotta say everything here. So that was the situation. So yeah, what do you all think about that nightmare? That was the nightmare. That was dealing with Teespring. And the thing is, there are so many people on YouTube who are using it now because of it integrating with YouTube. And that was the whole reason why I did it. Because it was like, it was convenient for people who watch me on a YouTube to just see the merchandise. But here's the thing. After I looked at my analytics for all this stuff, literally like no one, hardly anyone actually went to the Teespring website from the merchandise that was showing. So below my YouTube description, it would show, it would show the shirt with the design on it. It would show the mug. It would show the pillow, whatever. But there were hardly any people actually clicking through and going to it. So it's like, well, it wasn't even worth it anyway. So yeah, I tried it out for a little bit. It was just a nightmare. And it wasn't even worth it. So 3 months of my time I had wasted with them when I'm going with a different service now. So yeah, I decided to go with RedBubble now after doing so much research and trying to find the best service to use. I decided on RedBubble. I don't have anything public yet. It's all private right now, but it's very close to a near completion. There has not been a single issue with their service at all. Their products, when they actually show the product on a shirt, they actually show someone wearing the shirt, so it actually looks like someone's actually wearing it. So it's so mumuch easier, it's so much better. I certainly recommend looking into them, or definitely another service besides Teespring, because Teespring I've had no success with since the very beginning, just constant issues and errors. So I do not recommend them. I do not encourage that people use them or buy them, but yeah. So Teespring, no. But again, I can't sit here and tell you what merchandise to buy and what merchandise not to buy. So, you will see probably, I'm sure, a lot of other YouTube people that you watch. You may see their merchandise below the description. You may see links to their Teespring store, because a lot of people are going to start using it now because of how it integrates, and it is gaining a lot of popularity, but I'm not using it. And what's funny is RedBubble doesn't it doesn't allow me to create a promo code, so I can't even create a promo code for you all. But that was like the whole it's funny because that was the whole reason why I left Teespring, but just the ease of use is so much better. Far better. So I just never got any answer from the Teespring premium support. Remember now, this was premium support. And they didn't, they helped as much as they could, but they didn't get back to me. They didn't let me know when the issues were fixed. And then the promo code issue, it's still an issue, and so I'm just done. I'm leaving it behind. I am not messing with them anymore. So yeah, that was the story. So, any questions you have, I will answer them. That was a long story, that really was, but I'm glad I got it all out. And as I said, speaking of merchandise, as I said, this is merchandise from my friend Simiana, her band, The Quagars. This is her album artwork, and this is her latest album that I did the artwork for. I'm not sure how well you can see that. The Quagars Evolver. I created that album artwork there. I helped with the album, so if you have not checked it out, certainly check out the Quagars Bandcamp page for the Evolver album. And check that out and listen to the song that I'm on, because I am on a song. So yeah. Now, the thing is, I ordered 2 things of merchandise from her store on Teespring. The mug, and then some socks. And I'll show you them in just a moment. And I noticed when I got the mug, it was a bit, like the actual artwork on it was a bit darker than I was expecting, according to a photo. Which, I guess that makes sense, because you can't expect it to look accurate. But I also noticed that, I'm not sure how well you can notice it in the camera. I think it's better on this side. Let me try to straighten this out. Okay. I don't know if you can tell, but this is there's a bit more white space here, and there's a bit less white space here. I had a very good eye, and I was able to notice that. So, I actually decided to measure it, and it's about is it an 1/8 of an inch or a 1/16 of an inch? I don't remember. It's a very small amount, but I was able to notice it, and like, huh. So, yeah, I don't know. It looks fine, but again, it's not the most professional thing in regards to a square image on the mug. The socks that I got, let me show you the socks as well. Now this is her animal Chimpy on the socks. Okay, so here are the socks. As you can see, there's a monkey on it, her chimpy friend here. Let me see. Let me get it. There we go. I got these as well from her store. So yeah, I bought those because they're just they're nice, and I wanted to help support her and everything. Now the thing with the socks, I mean, they are like very big socks. I wasn't, I was expecting them to like whoa super big, but they're actually not as big as they seem. So now the issue I notice here. Let me show you. Okay, this is a good side right here. See how if I go like that, you can see right through that. So when I'm actually wearing it and it stretches out, it kind of looks like that, which isn't really the best look. Again, I've never used any other service when it comes to socks like that, but yeah, that was a inferior product in my eyes, but still good. But again, I can't recommend going to her shop and buying stuff because I don't want to promote Teespring. So yeah. Hmm. Okay, so I will ask some questions here. Crusher Kitty, Murphy's Law, whatever can go wrong will go wrong. That's what it seemed like with Teespring. If it's not meant to be, it will not happen. So Teespring was not meant to be. But it did help me actually start creating the merchandise. So that's great. That's really great. See here, cute. Okay, venting is good. Yeah, I got all of it out. So I'm glad. Hopefully it helps people. Hopefully people realize, what's going on behind the scenes of Teespring customer service. Very bad. Leonie asks, you still dating? And no, I am not dating. I am single. If you looked at a recent video that my ex-boyfriend now at this time, Ray, he's still a very close friend. So we're still very, very close friends. So yeah, we made a video about that, so you can certainly check that out on my YouTube channel. Are you still in a relationship with Rooster? Now, yes, that is true. I am still in a relationship with Rooster. Forever and always, Rooster. Forever and always. Sorry to hear that. Well, thank you very much for the positivity. I mean, it's, as I said, if it's meant to happen, it will happen. So the breakup was meant to happen so we could learn and grow. And since then, I have dramatically changed so much that I would not have been able to change if we had stayed together. So it needed to happen, and I'm so thankful for everything that I have learned since then. Gosh, how long has it been? Yeah, we pretty much almost 3 months ago. Oh gosh, it doesn't seem like it's that long, but okay. So okay. So we got a question here. I see a question here. I'm gonna need to translate it. Let's take a look what it says. Not really translating to what I'm thinking, but okay. Can trans people find job in US? Yes, absolutely. You can certainly find a job. I mean, it may be harder depending on certain situations, but that's just how it is. Some employers, they're not allowed to deny you or discriminate against you, which is great. They shouldn't deny or discriminate against someone who's trying to get a job, but still, I think that some people do, obviously, especially if it's like, again, I'm not trying to say this to sound transphobic or anything, but if it's obvious that you're transgender, like if you have like a deep voice and perhaps you have like some facial hair and you're supposed to be a woman, and some people will discriminate against that. Unfortunately, it's just how it is. You could have way more experience than someone else, but you may not get the job because someone has bias. Mushroom hot cocoa is done. Mushroom hot cocoa from 4 Sigmatic. Check it out. What type of merchandise will be available on RedBubble? You will see it soon, hopefully by the end of the month. But there's going to be shirts and tanks and sweatshirts and stuff like that. There's going to be wall art and tapestries and tote bag, artboard, acrylic block, which is one of the coolest things that they have that I've never seen anyone else have. It's like this transparent block you can see in, and you can see the design on the back of it. It looks really cool. Some designs have bed sheets. Well, not bed sheets, like a comforter. Gosh, what else is there? Let me take a look. They just have so much. They really do. It's just amazing what they have. They offer much more variety than Teespring does. Now, some things that they don't have, like I don't think that they have socks. Teespring has socks, but they don't. But let me take a look actually what type of... I'll just read them off to you here. So, standard print clothing, large print clothing, contrast tanks, women's chiffon tops, a graphic t-shirt dress, graphic t-shirts, A-line dress, stickers, phone case and skins, phone wallets, pillows and totes, floor pillows, prints, cards, posters, pouches, laptop skins and sleeves, duvets, mugs, travel mugs, leggings, miniskirt, scarves, tablet cases and skins, drawstring bag, spiral notebook, hardcover journals, clock, art, board, acrylic block, and wall tapestry. That is the full list of everything that they offer, and some designs have all of them, whereas some other ones don't, because, you know, there is one design that has my face on it. I don't want to put that on a comforter, and people are sleeping with my face on it, so yeah, that's a bit, that's a bit weird there. Or I don't want my face on a miniskirt. That's also a bit weird. So, yeah. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Are you much of a coffee enthusiast? No, I am not. I do not drink coffee like at all. Now this brand that I was drinking from, 4 Sigmatic, they do have coffee. Mushroom coffee, so it's much better than conventional coffee. So if I'm going to be drinking a coffee, I'll be drinking their brand. That's something else that I'm working on too. I'm working on trying to do like affiliates, like to work on have like partners with companies and affiliates with them to offer discounts to my supporters and viewers and everything. So that's something that I'm working on right now. I already have one thing with one company, and I'm working on another company now. So I do not promote any products that I do not use, that I do not like, a company that I can't stand behind. So I only support companies that I stand behind. And this is actually the perfect time to mention this as well. I mean, there's been so much talk lately about this online therapy company called BetterHelp. I'm sure many people have heard about this whole fiasco going on, and so many people promoting it via YouTube. Like, you know, sign up for BetterHelp using my code here, and you know, that person gets a certain amount of revenue who you're using the discount code from. Now, like many people, I actually was contacted by them as well. So this was over a year ago. I don't remember when it was. I think it was like a year ago. I was contacted by them, and you know, of course, it seems like a great thing to do. You know, you want to help people get this service and everything. But who was contacting me was this other company, and I'm like, who is this other company that's contacting me about this this BetterHelp company? So I'm like, okay, who is this company? You know, and I asked that. It says, oh, we're like the manager to help get the people to sign up for this affiliate service with a BetterHelp. It's like, okay, I mean, it sounds great, but at the moment, you know, there's someone else that I'm working with who is kind of doing something similar, which that ended up not working out anyway. But you know, it's, again, I would not want to promote something that I don't personally use. I've never used their service. I don't know anything about their service. So I'm very glad that I didn't decide to do anything with them, because that would have been a very poor choice, especially with everything that's coming out now about them, and there's so many videos about them. So yeah, so many people, and this is what I dislike the most, and I've seen it with other YouTube channels as well. They will make a video specifically about something, like how I deal with my stress. Like, gosh, it's like so hard to deal with this stress. But if you sign up for BetterHelp using my link, you will be sent to a qualified counselor and this and that. And it's like, what you're doing is you're specifically like playing the victim here and making a video that you aren't even sincere about to promote a service that you're making money on. So I do not agree with that. I would never do that. What I'll do is, if I'm going to make a video about something, it'll be something that I use. So let's say I make a video about this mushroom hot cocoa. I'll be saying, this is a great alternative to coffees and traditional cocos, and I think they have like lemonade on there too, and all that stuff. I'll be talking about, how it's benefited me, and it'll be genuine. And I'll say, if you want to get a discount, you can use this code, but that's up to you. Because ultimately, I'm not about trying to profit off people here based on a bad time, like, oh, how I did with my stress. I got to watch that video, and then I got to sign up with this link and get money and pay the money, and then you're paying it to the person who made the video, essentially. So, yeah. Now, the same person here, Paragon, says, "Are you strictly?" I don't even know how it got into coffee. It went from coffee into that whole thing there. Or are you strictly a tea drinker? I drink a lot more tea than I do coffee, because I don't drink any coffee, so I drink tea. Okay. I thought it might be for Sigmatic. Yes, that is indeed true. So. All right, if anyone has any other questions, I'll take just a little bit more here, and I'm going to head off now. I'm very glad that you could make it here, and that you can, listen to my story of the merchandise from Teespring. Does the cocoa taste like cocoa? Yes, it does. So always so happy when you catch me live. Thank you very much. And Paragon says Roosta. Yep, there is no. Yeah. Well, if he was right over here, I would have grabbed him. But he's in the other room. I don't feel like getting him. Roosta. Well, if you want to see a little bit more Roosta, if you check out my friend Ray's channel, my boyfriend that I had, ex-boyfriend now. If you check out his channel, there are a few videos with Roosta on there. Yeah, there's a few videos there. So if you want to see him there, there's a few there you may not have seen. Yeah. Yeah. There's quite a few guest appearances of Roosta. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes, that's something else I need to talk about. Twitch. So, okay, people. I started a gaming YouTube channel and Twitch channel, Asphodel Gaming. I'm going to send the links here. So here's the Asphodel Gaming YouTube channel. There's the Asphodel Gaming YouTube channel. And then here is the Asphodel Gaming Twitch channel. Check that out. So I am playing games. Let's say right now, the only games I'm playing are Plants vs. Zombies Heroes and Phantasy Star Online. So I'm playing those a little bit. I can't go live every day. It's just when I have some free time, when I feel like playing a game. Because, I have so many things that I do as it is. So I don't really have much time to just do that every single day. So, yeah, you can check out the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel of Asphodel Gaming. I don't know when I'll go live again. Possibly tomorrow night, Monday night. I don't think I'll be able to tonight. I could like do it like right now after this, just go live and play some games, but I want to finish up my merchandise. I really do, because I'm very close to the end of releasing it, and I want it to be released very soon on RedBubble. So I have a little bit more work to do, and then I'm done. So yeah, you can check out the Twitch channel and the YouTube channel for that. There's also a top secret link in the description of this video. It says top secret. Well, it probably says top secret now, but it may not in the future. Like if you're watching this in the future, I'm sure it changed to what it correctly was meant to be. But yeah, if you look in the description, you'll see top secret, and you'll see the YouTube channel of Asphodel Gaming. So yeah, playing the games. Great. All right, I think I'm going to head off here now. It was very nice talking with you all, and we will do this again at some point whenever I just spontaneously feel like it. I'm sure once I get my merchandise up, I'll be making just a spontaneous live stream about that. So, yep. You all take care, and I will talk with you all later. Goodbye. Bye.